Welcome back. An Israeli sandwich program feeding thousands of underprivileged Israeli kids with nutritious meals. And Josef Mendelbaum of Nevet / Cleveland, Ohio is here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I loved hearing about this program. It really is quite amazing how people don't realize how much poverty, and lack of nutrition there is within Israel. Were you surprised when you discovered this originally?
I was actually shocked, similar to what you just said. You figure, first of all, there's poverty everywhere in the world, but you figure in Israel, we'd be doing more as a country to help, since everybody came here for certain reasons to escape a lot of the persecution and, frankly, poverty that was predominant in Europe.
Right.
And 21,000 kids today go hungry when they go to school. And that affects learning. It affects discipline in the classroom. It's bad for the teachers. It affects the home life. And Nevet is a great organization that said, we want to help solve that problem. One small problem, right? It's not solving the world's problems, but it's solving one small problem, which makes a huge difference for the kids.
Which could solve the world's problems, because if these kids, studies show if kids aren't getting proper nutrition, I'm sure it affects their ability to learn, their cognitive skills. So, how overall will adding more nutrition to these kids lead to future leaders and people getting out of poverty?
Yeah, actually, one of the things which has really been amazing. So today we feed about 8,000 kids of the 21,000. So we still need more money to get to 13,000 more kids. The program is really unique in the sense that, first of all, we monitor results. So we get feedback from the principals and from teachers, and we see, does this effect change? So we see that kids do better in grades in school. We see the attendance is better because if they don't come to school, they don't eat. So they're getting to school, and we see that actually once they eat, they're actually more well-behaved in the classroom. And we monitor this every year. So that's number one. We're seeing good results, and we just wish we could do it for the 21,000 kids.
Right.
And the second thing, which is really important that I think is great about this organization, and the reason I joined the board, is really because discretion is really important to us. A kid's honor and and sense of self-worth is really important at this age.
Of course.
And you don't want someone, oh, you're the kid getting the sandwich. So what we do is we prepare the sandwiches in the school beforehand, before anybody comes, and they're sitting in the cubbies or waiting for the kid like everybody else comes to get it, so no one knows which child actually got the sandwich.
Which is very smart.
It's a great way of doing it. It saves any embarrassment, but more importantly, it gives the child a feeling of self-worth that, hey, I'm important too.
And feeling someone loves them. I think coming in, everything here is about food in this country, so it's like, with it is love as well as just healthy food.
And the amazing thing is, it's 3 shekel a sandwich. It's not like we're talking about major league costs to feed a child for the whole year. And what we're looking for here is looking to give the child, this is the arachat deser is called in Hebrew, the 10 o'clock sandwich. And these are kids that either come from really poverty homes or frankly just homes that are just not operating as they should.
Parents that are just do you think it helps overall even the families and psychologically if parents are seeing I imagine at the end of the day it may kind of help.
Right, so it helps
families.
What we found, from what I understand, what we found most is that in the poverty-stricken homes, it helps a lot because the parents have a little sense of, okay, my kid's being taken care of. In the homes where the parents just have a difficult time, being parents, which is difficult. I'm sure it helps, but since they don't care enough to begin with, for a variety of reasons, not because they're bad people, just because of struggling to make ends meet and everything else. It has probably less of an impact on the family, has a great impact on the child. In the poverty families, it really has a big impact on the whole family because it gives a peace of mind, right? You can imagine to the mother or the father who says, okay, my child can eat.
Wow, well, it's really, really amazing that you're doing it and that you've made such a commitment to it. I'm sure it really feels great.
It does. One of the things
you're passionate about it. It's like you could tell you just love
one of the things which I'm sure you also moved to Israel. Let's see, you said 4 years ago, moved 8 years ago. I'm sure like yourself, we just wanted to make a difference, right?
Absolutely.
And that's we're coming here, and the beauty about Israel is you can make a difference in so many different ways.
100%.
And what we need now is we need more people to help us make a difference.
And we Americans come in and we're all idealistic, but it's also good because we actually believe.
I agree.
Maybe we're friars, but we're here for idealistic reasons.
We're for sure friars, but that's okay.
I'm totally a friar.
That's right.
I'm woohoo, friars.
But it's good to imbue a sense of, feeling of we can do more. And
of course.
Making a difference one child at a time, both for their body and their mind
and soul.
is what we can do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. All right, a story that shows that it's never too late for anything, especially a celebration. Here's Erica Jackson.